Hi, class of 2020, Lauren Owens here. As we enter our last days as seniors at CCHS, there are a few surprises in store for us. I'm here to give you this one from the Camden Catholic class of 1960. It's a special message from Mrs. Barbara Wagner Strasser, who graduated that year. Do you know why that year is so special? Well, 1960 was the year the school burnt down on Easter Sunday, just a few months before graduation. Despite there being 60 years between us and the class of 1960, we definitely share some things in common, as neither of our senior years are going according to plan. Mrs. Strasser and her classmates have some words of remembrance and encouragement for us. Take a listen, and today you'll each be receiving an emailed letter from another member of the class of 1960. Dear seniors, it is a joy to say hello to you and to congratulate you on a very successful high school education and experience. Your achievements have been outstanding, and I, like all of the alums that get the alumni updates about goings-on at CCHS, take great pride in all that you have accomplished. It makes us happy and proud that the traditions we treasured and were instilled in us by the Sisters of Mercy at 7th and Federal Streets in Camden are alive well and surpass any dreams or goals that we may have had. It was just a usual Easter break for us as the class of 1960. We looked forward to that time of year, when spring fever was sprouting among us, and at the same time a bit of melancholy too, as we thought about graduation time that was growing closer. We were a city campus in the middle of Camden, without a proper gymnasium for any home basketball games, band practices, or other gatherings, with one exception. The Friday night dances were the highlight of the week, and it was the happening place for all the students. However, on one downside, we had no practice for our football team. In fact, they had to walk to and from Pine Point each day for practice, and had only one small cement area in the courtyard for pep rallies. Our antiquated auditorium was used for assemblies, concerts, plays, retreats, lectures, and spirited gatherings with Mr. Tom Kenny, who prepped us for the special athletic events. We loved everything, and we were a regular and generally happy group of teens that came from many areas of South Jersey, to what would be called a regional Catholic high school. Much of that changed when on Easter Sunday we got the word, either from the television or calls made to each other, no internet or cell usage available, that our beloved school was on fire. Living in East Camden, it was easy for me to get to school. I went to CCHS with some friends. While we were roped off in the safe area, we could hear the crackle of fire, watch the flames reach to the sky, so it seemed, and smell the odor of a building on fire. I could see the convent burning, but we knew all of the sisters had been safely removed. The old Lyceum, as it was known, was almost totally destroyed. That was a very old wooden building when we went there. The boards in the building were slanted in areas and they creaked. There was no late arrival to any class without detection. That is my sentimental recollection of a night that redirected our paths as seniors in 1960. In looking at my yearbook, I saw no mention of the fire. Of course, the papers were filled with information. It is likely that we had a few days or a week of extended vacation while the good sisters and others planned for the next step. Juniors and seniors returned to class in the morning session while the underclassmen came in the afternoons. The schedule continued until the new and lovely CCHS home, which you occupy, was completed in Cherry Hill several years later. In all of this, it is to my mind, those classes that followed us are the real heroes in all that transpired. Their high school experiences were a bit disrupted, but they carried on and did great. So what has become of the class that experienced a sad and uneventful end to our senior year? Being in the midst of the world pandemic of the coronavirus, we all share in these difficult times. I think older people who have had their careers fare better. We remember and pray for those who died or who are ill, and many are young. But this experience has disrupted the young of our nation who are in the prime of their lives. It seems that a curtain has come down to cause distress. However, that is really not the case. You have had an opportunity to see a country pool its resources, pull together, and show generosity. It is a time to go beyond your abilities, tap your unknown talents, give to others your time and ideas. This could turn out to be the best family time you'll ever remember. You have the ability to use technology to continue learning, experiment with new interests such as cooking family meals, learning to sew masks, shop for those who are older and cannot get out or because of their age should not. You can put together your family's photos, gather together your souvenirs from high school days and put them in a book, or photograph them and get them on a disc. Call some people you haven't talked to in a long time. Write some poetry, connect regularly with friends, do some reading, or get that college reading list, if sent, going, and so forth. You are in the arena of leadership. We depend on our youth to inspire us with their creativity and strength. You shine brightest when put to the test, and you are now, and will be for a while longer, in that place. As for our class, we went on to varied careers, vocations, and for some of us, fulfilling lives. We lost some classmates very early after graduation, which was sad for us. However, any that can still meet monthly for lunch, and we anticipate a fall 60th reunion that should unite many of us once again. Through our leader, Sue, we get emails when classmates need help, who are ill, or who have loved ones who are ill, and notifications about deaths and funeral arrangements. We remain a very close class in the fact that we went through sadness, disappointment, and an abrupt change to our plans. We were grateful that no one perished in the fire. We spent many days cleaning dirty and smoky items because the sisters led us on in the spirit that we were taught and embraced. You will do the same. Our paths in life cannot always be straight, but onward you will go. Think about the lovely verse in Robert Frost's poem, The Road Less Traveled. Taking the road less traveled can, for you, make all the difference. You are not alone, as we all rise to the occasion asked of us now, and most likely in the future. We have our faith, we have love for each other, and always there is hope. Wishing you happiness, success, in all that you wish to accomplish. Congratulations to all as you go forward. Go Irish. Barbara Wagner Strasser, class of CCHS 1960. It's hard to believe that 4 short years ago, we walked through the doors of Camden Catholic as students for the first time. Our focus then was on discovery. At first, discovery was limited to simple things like making new friends, learning how to open our lockers, or finding our ways through what seemed like never-ending hallways. Over time, those halls helped us better understand who we are, and more importantly, who we want to become. With our friends, our family, and our faculty, we have discovered much. As we prepare to close the doors on this chapter of our lives, we can take comfort knowing that Camden Catholic has more than adequately prepared us for the wonder of discoveries to come. It is safe to say that Camden Catholic is more than just a school. Over the past 4 years, it has become a second home, a family, and an influential part of each of our lives. None of us could have guessed a few months ago that we would be in quarantine for the end of our senior year, missing out on some of the moments we had been looking forward to for years. Yet, in the face of any discouragement and sadness, we kept moving forward. We were not selfish, and we refused to feel sorry for ourselves. Instead, we looked for new ways to be productive and help others. We kept studying, volunteering, and through it all, we were committed to serving the Camden Catholic mission. The challenges of the past year have proved our resilience and our ability to persevere through the toughest of situations. Now it is time to take the steps into our future. Ironically, we find ourselves exactly where we started 4 years ago. Our focus again is on discovery. Fortunately, our years at Camden Catholic have prepared us well. Never have a group of seniors been better equipped, ready for discovery. With honor, faith, and loyalty, we proceed as one. In spite of the obstacles of the past few months, we have persevered. Today, we are more than students, friends, and classmates. We are more than musicians, artists, and athletes. We are more than sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, and grandchildren. Today, we are the graduating class of 2020 at Camden Catholic High School. Never again will anyone have this title. So, as you continue to prepare for your future, never forget how strong you are, and always remember what it means to be a part of the Camden Catholic family.